Welcome back to the Dirty Shirt Podcast.
This is episode 17.
I'm Braden.
And I'm Nolan.
And we're off.
Like a dirty shirt.
All right. We're here at my grandma's house.
Yeah. It's a sweet little place.
It is. It's technically also my house. It's in-law quarters on to my house. So, yeah, we got a little different angle coming to you today.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You
be
in it there? That's a crotch pod.
Yeah, this is fully crotch pod. I'm accepting it.
Yeah, man-spreading pod.
Yeah. So we got a chessboard here. We're going to be playing chess this episode. It'll kind of be like the fishing episode where, like, we might end up, like, having a little bit of a lull or not quite a snappy dialogue because we'll also be doing something else.
Yeah. We're going to try to focus on the dialogue.
Right,
and
more
have
than the chess game.
the chess kind of be a background thing. So, a disclaimer. We are amateur chess players.
Yeah.
We are not, like, like beginners. This is not our first game of chess.
Right.
We
Both
know,
of us have played chess.
Yeah, we know a little bit about the chess game. And I think if we were focused, we'd probably be playing some decent games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're not tuned in here for the chess matchup.
Right.
If it gets really good, I don't know, maybe we'll like stop talking, focus on it, and just let it like run out. You know, we'll speed up the game or something and show it. But yeah, I think we'll try to just focus on the conversation. Also, it's late at night. So if we make dumb moves or if we miss like easy checkmates or something like that,
Yeah, you'll have to
forgive us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Besides that, yeah, grandma's house.
Yeah.
It's a cozy little place.
Yeah, it's in-law quarters. This grandma.
Hey, why does white go first? Racist.
Jess is racist? We're starting a narrative.
I think. Well, yeah. White always does go first.
Yeah.
That's just the rules. We don't make them.
Yep.
That's just chess. Don't read into it too much.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is my grandma's house. This is actually her set, kind of. Chess set. There we already had a lull there.
That's funny.
But yeah, she picked it up somewhere, but like we have it in our games like area now. But yeah, so we
Well said.
thanks.
You have a game section or?
We in our basement we have like a big shelf full of games.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed this from there. I took this particular board around to camp a bit this year, which was
nice
a lot of fun.
and small and like kind of compact and
Yeah. It would have been nicer if I had like a little magnetic one that got even smaller, but this worked. And I like actually wrote white and black there because if you play chess like this, you're not doing it right because you're supposed to have a white corner in the bottom right, but I could never remember like which it was. And ironically, after I wrote white and black here, I was able to remember it.
Right.
So like I wouldn't have needed to write that anymore, but
Hey.
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I guess it's me.
No, it's definitely my turn.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was
I
kind
just-
of waiting.
Well, I was talking
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're trying to focus on the dialogue.
Not the monologue.
Right.
I've said that before. Matthew
Um,
McConaughey reference. Super niche.
Yeah. But I'll make a move here.
I know. I think the only thing I'll start settling in, and it looks like you're not going for it either. I was like, I just don't want to get scholar mated. So
Right.
I
I'm
was
not.
like gonna guard against that,
Yeah.
and then I was like, from there on, then I'll just kind of start progressing and building my pieces.
Yeah, it was fun at camp this year. There's a lot of people who haven't really played chess at camp. And so like I know the scholar's mate, So I did it on a bunch of people. One girl specifically, I beat her like 5 times in a row the exact same way.
Yeah.
It was very funny. But yeah.
She's like, "You're a wizard." You
It's
sent
fun.
that in like our chat, and then
Oh yeah.
Asher was quoting like as if you were saying this to the girl, be like,
Yeah.
"I'm closer to Magnus Carlsen than you are to me."
Yeah, which is very funny. And
Yeah.
a quote that is taken from Brian Scalabrini,
Mm.
which is, "I'm closer to Kobe than you are to me."
Yeah.
Yeah, which he is a former NBA player who would go to like street ballers who would be like talking trash and be like, "I could beat NBA players," and he's like retired and he still went and like messed them up. So yeah,
Mess him up.
and like Brian Scalabrini had like was on the Celtics team that won the championship, but like didn't really have any minutes. So I mean, he's a great player in the NBA,
Right.
but
Anybody that makes it to the NBA
Right.
is like, yeah,
great.
They're very good.
Was the best player. Oh, I'm actually going to put that there. Sorry.
I mean, you took your finger. No, I'm just kidding. We're not playing super strict either, so
Yeah.
Forgive us for that one as well. Okay.
Yeah. We could like do the Scholar's Mate.
Oh
like,
yeah,
show them what it is.
that's true.
Um,
If we think about it, we'll record that, and then when we're talking about it there, we can show it.
or we could just talk about it and show it later.
Oh, true. Less to
That'll
remember.
less editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, chess is fun. I think it's like, well, it's one of the oldest games out there, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is like, it's a game that you can obviously get like really good at if you want to.
Yeah.
And like, it's something that like there's a certain talent for. Like, I think it would be crazy to say that Magnus Carlsen is like as goated as he is.
He's the best
considered the best
chess player.
Yeah, considered
currently
the GOAT of chess.
Yeah. Oh, also of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been incredible.
Yeah.
So.
It would be crazy to say that he is as good as he is purely based on like his knowledge of the game and learning it. There's a certain amount of like knack that he has for it, talent that comes along with it.
Yeah.
But you can go very far purely on like learning the game, not necessarily like being naturally gifted at it or like having a naturally strategic mind.
Yeah.
You can learn openings and gambits and like thought processes to play your games. I have not learned hardly any of those. And
just instinct.
Yeah. Which oftentimes I have a hard time like creating attacks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because of that. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm also just a sucker for sacrificing pieces.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Mm.
And I think it gets me in trouble, gets me overextended.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to develop pieces well.
Right.
I'm like, games can take a long time. I mean, I got into like 5-minute chess for a long time. And then I started playing like 1 minute, 2 minute chess. And I think that just like ruined my chess game. It was just like fast attacks, like going all in. And a lot of like timeouts because I'd get like myself in a precarious spot and I'd think for like 30 seconds and then it's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun games though.
There was a time where I played a lot of like chess like that, like 3-minute games and whatnot. But yeah, not really much anymore. And like I played a bit at camp this summer, but like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of people there who like played chess. So it's funny, like if you've not played much chess before, you like kind of know how to play, like you know how the pieces move, I can beat you pretty easily. But if anybody who has played a decent amount of chess I play against, then I get smoked. Like there was one guy who was pretty decent at camp, but he's like a math teacher, and he's like not even really that good, I think, according to him. And but he, well, I mean, like, you know what I mean. There's
it's
good and bad is all relative. I'm
Right.
good compared to somebody who knows how the pieces move but doesn't know what like a skewer is.
yeah.
But I'm bad compared to somebody who knows all the things about chess and can do any of them.
Right. Like I'm elite at football compared to somebody who's never seen a football.
Yeah.
But yeah, compared to like the average American, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And compared to professionals, I'm bad.
Right.
So it's one of those things too. They say this in a lot of different circles, where it's like you, you like the better you get at something, the more you know, the less you know that you know.
Yeah.
Is like the phrase.
Right.
So like you get pretty good at something, and then you realize that it's way deeper than you had once thought it being.
Yeah.
And you can go like even deeper into that. So it's a fun way to look at it. But yeah, you can always aspire to be better than you once were.
Yeah. It is one of those things that like has a clear progression to it. Like I really enjoy activities like that. Like disc golf, I have played a lot of and have spent a lot of money on now. But disc golf is one of the really cool things that like you don't have to spend a lot of money to get into. But and like is fun to just like go out and play, but you can put a lot of time into it and like get good at it. If you want to, you know. I think chess is similar to that. Like you will be as good as you want to be and like are willing to put the time in to be. So,
Right.
yeah.
I guess that could be said for most hobbies in sports.
Right.
But there are some things that are intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about like art? Do you think that's intuitive? Or music?
That's a good question.
Or do you think that's learned?
Well, I think it's the same as anything. You absolutely can have talent in something that'll get you pretty far, but you absolutely can learn things.
Right.
Like I think that way about art and music for sure. Like having a certain sense of rhythm will absolutely help you play drums. Drums is also something that I've done my whole life. There's absolutely like you need a sense of rhythm to play drums, but you definitely can learn like the technique and all of that and like play to a metronome and you'll be fine, like without that innate like internal clock that you could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't know. I think like specifically, because like I'm decent at art.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can draw and paint and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think people always be like, "Oh, I wish I was just like good." And I'm like, I've always thought you could be.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
put any amount of work into it.
That's
and
the
you
same.
will be a lot better.
That's the same way that I've always thought about drums.
Right. Yeah. So it's like there's I ain't got rhythm. No, I ain't got rhythm.
Yeah.
Don't you see what you're doing right there?
Yeah. Goated song.
Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
Ooh, goated show.
Absolutely.
Is Phineas and Ferb the goat?
Possibly.
I got black, I got white. Oh, man.
We're in an interesting spot here.
Yeah, you put a lot of pressure on my night, and I just had to defend it.
I was really liking what was going on there until you
No.
moved that bishop.
Yeah. No, I liked what you were doing for you, for sure. I don't really like my setup right now. But we'll see. We'll see how
Yeah,
it develops.
I got to figure out how to get some other things involved here.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes me not want to castle to that side.
Yeah.
I like castling to the queen side, but I don't think I do in this instance. You have so much targeted on that side.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like right now, my thought process is I'd like to get my queen involved. I'd also like to castle king side at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do have your attack kind of pointed this way right now. If you were planning to ever make an attack, so I don't know. I do have good center control though, kinda.
Oh no, you do definitely.
Yeah, but like
the battle is like right here,
right
now.
as soon as anything happens here, though, it's all gonna kind of go away.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
The beauty of chess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will say, yeah, I don't know. Other things that I think I've heard people say, creativity can't be taught. Like that's something that, but I think it can.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Yeah.
I don't think you can sit in a classroom and learn creativity. But I think if you are put in situations where you need to be creative often, and if you put yourself out there, you try new things often, I think you can learn to be more creative.
Yeah, and it's like it's definitely like I feel like it's more of a skill that can be learned. Like the more you are creative, the better you will get at being creative. I mean, that's what you just said.
Right.
Yeah.
And obviously with anything, I think there is some innate thing that it's like maybe from when you were growing up or whatever that just makes you a tinge more naturally creative or whatever. Sure. And even for something like athletics, like if you're like for somebody that's super athletic, obviously you can work out, you can run, you can be faster, you can work on things, but obviously there's people with genetics that are just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people that do both, and that's how you get a LeBron James. So,
right.
Yeah.
I'm just calculating something real quick.
Yeah, keep going. One thing in chess is like they say is like moves ahead. How many moves ahead can you get? That is considering what your opponent's going to do.
Right.
But a lot of people can see like 12, the professionals can see like 12, 13 moves ahead, which is crazy. I don't know how you practice that mental toughness, but it'd be funny to play this. I was thinking about this too, to play this with a clock. And like whenever you like we have something that we're like we each have like a topic, and then when you like hit the clock, like so when you're playing, you don't have to say anything. Mm-hmm. But then once you hit the clock, then you have to start talking. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then like your opponent's playing. I think that'd be a funny way to do it.
That would be
an interesting way to do a conversation. But yeah. Another game that's similar to chess in scope and in complexity. Some people say it's more intuitive. Some people say it's more some people say it's even more
are you talking about Go?
Yeah. Even more intuitive and more complex. But yeah, there's this game called Go. And it's basically a 16 by 16 grid. And I got addicted to it for a while, but nobody plays it. It's not as popular as chess. It's not as wide as spread as chess. But basically it's all about like leverage and feeling and like controlling area. And it's so interesting. And a lot of those things are learned. But again, a lot of them are feeling and like, how do you like to play? Do you like to kind of take all the corners that are safer, or do you like to try to build like a big bubble in the middle and like cut off any attacks as they come in? So that's a really fun game. I'd love to find a community and to play that more often, but
yeah,
it takes
I've never played Go.
Yeah,
I've played a game called Penta, which is like similar.
Oh yeah, I think it's called Pente.
Pente,
or
sure.
I don't know either way, but it's like 5 in a row.
Yeah,
on a big board.
Yep.
Yeah.
One time I did that with Asher. We
Yeah.
we have a Pente board like down
Right.
there for whatever reason.
Ah.
And like never played it growing up at all.
Yeah.
Never heard any of my family talk about it.
Right.
But one time me and Asher were chilling down in the basement. We found it. We're like, give this a shot. We
Yeah.
like read the rules and like played it for a bit. It was fun.
Yeah, Pente's pretty simple. It's just connect 5, but like instead of like connect 4 where you have to drop like in a linear order, like build on top of each other, you can go anywhere. And you just have to connect 5 before your opponent does. And it's very interesting. I also played with Asher, and we got real
Pente?
deep into it one night. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I think I remember that. That was at my house, right?
right.
Yeah.
I think it might have been at the cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we were talking about like the strategy we came up with. We called it like grid or something like that. But like basically we were kind of just like building out like you go diagonally like in like grid shape, and it was really hard to beat. Because once you get 3 in a row with your opponent not having one on either side, you've already won.
Right.
Because you put one on one side, they block the other side. You just put one on that same side. You got 5 in a row. So, yeah.
I don't know what to do about this.
You got to do something.
I do have to do something about it.
Move 'em or lose 'em. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I do kind of like this. I feel like I'm going to kind of get a little bit of center control back, and we're just going to trade a lot of pieces. But I feel like it gets me out of a slightly hairy spot.
Yeah. Well, a couple trees never hurt anyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kind of had to do that.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a lull here.
Protect the bishop. I mean, I was having a good time talking about Go.
Sure. No, I'm just saying what that like past 2 seconds there.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now I need to think. And you were just talking for a bit. But now I need to think and also talk.
Yeah. Should we bring up our picks?
Yeah.
While we wait?
Sure.
So, if you've been watching for the past couple of weeks, for the start of the football season, we decided that each and every week we would do, we'd run through every single game of the NFL slate for that week, and we would just give our picks as quickly as possible, and then we would place a $1 bet and see if we could get all 16 games right. And yeah, it's been a pretty fun time so far. We've actually only seen 1 week of football so far, even though we're multiple weeks into the season as you're watching this, because we had to record them ahead of time. So actually, we have kind of been deliberating, and we're like, we think it would be more fun for the viewers to not make it just solely just about football and kind of nothing else, but there should be some sort of like reward and or punishment for the person that has the best and the worst like picks for the overall entire football year. And so so Braden and I, we're going to keep track of all the ones we got right and all the ones that we got wrong, and then whoever has the most correct at the end of the year wins, and whoever has the least correct at the end of the year loses. And we've decided the punishment will be we're recording an audiobook
Boom.
and posting it on the podcast, on the Dirty Shirt Podcast channel here.
Yeah.
So you'll have that to look forward to. It'll be audio only.
Yeah.
And we will limit the number of pages, and we'll probably actually just give you a couple books to choose from as the Muppets.
Well, yeah. Yes. That's one of the cool things that we're going to do is you guys are going to get to choose the book that we do. We'll give you some options. And, yeah, like Nolan said, there will be a page limit.
Yeah. Because we will not be reading the Remembrance of the whatever. That book, that's the French book that's like
Right.
1 billion words.
Yeah.
We will not be reading that.
Even like
Les Mis, we will
Les
not be
Mis
reading.
is like a 60-hour audiobook.
Even Lord of the Rings, we're not going to be reading.
I mean, I would enjoy that too much.
Yeah.
Although it would be very long.
One book. Honestly, though, that could be what actually gets me into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
If I had to read it, then
Yeah.
maybe I'd read all of them.
There you go.
If I had to read at least one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I would love, maybe I'll read The Hobbit.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
You should.
Maybe it'll be, maybe that'll be one of the options. We'll
Mm.
see. We'll put a couple options. Over the next couple weeks, we'll deliberate on which books will be options.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a book that we enjoy, we might make it a little bit longer. Like it could consider
Right.
longer books. If it's like a book that nobody would want to read, well, not nobody, but if it's a book that seems less interesting to us, we'll probably make it on the shorter end. But if you guys think it'll be funny, you can pick that one.
Mm-hmm.
We also potentially thought about the idea of making it like a Mad Lib or something. Braden had the idea of like if we had to read like
Right.
a book like 50 Shades of Grey or something like that we would like replace all of like the profane words with like a silly word.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We'll have to look into copyright laws.
Right.
And
That's the other thing.
I would love to like get this published as like a legit audiobook. I don't know how feasible that is, but
Right.
that would be hilarious.
That would be really funny.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's what we got going on. And let's go through the picks a while. I just thought about a move, so we
Yeah.
can go through the picks.
sure. Braden and Nolan's NFL picks.
Yeah, we're just going to go through this quick.
Week 4. Seahawks, Cardinals. Seahawks. Vikings, Steelers. Vikings. Commanders, Falcons.
Commanders.
Chargers, Giants.
Chargers.
Titans, Texans.
Texans.
Heyo.
Boom.
Eagles, Buccaneers.
This is going to be a tough one, but go Birds.
Yeah. Also, I learned sign language for Go Birds.
Oh, yeah? Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Go Birds. It's so funny. Panthers, Patriots.
Pats.
Panthers.
Oh,
I know. I'm
going
mixing it up. Saints, Bills.
Bills.
Browns, Lions.
Lions.
Jaguars, 49ers.
Jags.
49ers.
Ooh.
I know.
We'll see. I'm thinking Jags are going to be the underdog there.
Yeah. Colts, Rams.
Rams.
Bears, Raiders.
Bears.
Ravens, Chiefs.
Ravens.
Packers, Cowboys.
Packers.
Jets, Dolphins.
Jets.
Bengals, Broncos. Broncos.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun game.
Yeah.
Ravens Chiefs is going to be a fun game.
Yeah.
I'm a big Ravens believer this year.
We had a lot of similar picks on that one. That's good. Yeah, we had like maybe one or two different.
Yeah.
So, woo. Yow. Yeah, I'm excited about the audiobook.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's a great punishment.
I think it'll be really
and
fun.
I mean, like, it's content for this. I mean, like, obviously that'd be a couple hours of our life.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the book, it might be a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we'll look into it.
Yeah.
Ideally, like 10 or less.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would love to get more into reading. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like thinking about this, and I was like, I'd love to have like a little like white sound thing next to me or whatever, or like look up like. I was thinking because we were talking about Huckleberry Finn, and I was like stream noises,
right,
and then like you know, or like working on
Thunder.
Voices and things like that.
Yeah,
I was like, that would be really cool, and I think something that I would get into. But again, it's just like it's almost with anything in this time of life, like I don't have the time to
Right.
be recording audiobooks.
Yeah.
I
In
would find
addition
the
to the
time, and I
podcast,
would
yeah.
just like make one of my hobbies reading for
Right.
that season of life. But
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
yeah,
that I have been getting into reading more. I've been doing these trips to Seattle, and this upcoming one I'm planning to read a bunch. And I've been going through Lord of the Rings, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
That's troublesome. I'll do it.
Thought you might do that, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I forget why I was gonna do that though. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you're gonna do that.
Oh.
For the check fork?
No.
Maybe. I could just take that. I don't know. I don't know why you're doing that. But I'll take it. What do I do? I think I'll do that. Let's get to... Oh, they're smooching a little bit there.
Yeah.
You see that?
I do see that.
Interracial couple check.
That's crazy.
No, we support that.
Right. I mean, we do, for
Yeah.
sure.
It was actually funny. I had I was living at the International House for a while. One of my close friends was this older Ethiopian lady, and there was a interracial couple that had just started kind of dating at the house, and she was like, "Oh, Nolan, so beautiful to see, like, just like love. I love love, and oh, interracial, like it's even better. Just beautiful melding of cultures." And then she like looked at me and she's like, "Oh, nothing against you and your beautiful wife." And I was like, "Oh, I mean,
Okay.
I didn't think you were like, but now I do." No, there is something cool about the mixing of cultures, and
Sure.
yeah, there's so much beauty in it. But so I get what she was saying. I was not offended, but it was just funny that she thought I might be offended.
Right.
So
That is funny.
yeah, I was like, "Nah, that's chill." But they have since broke up, unfortunately,
Oh no.
for distance reasons, traveling for college in Georgia and whatnot.
Classic whatnot.
Oh yeah. You mean
Now might be the time.
You mean the digital trading card app that is our sponsor? No, I'm just kidding. They are not.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like, I feel like it's like eBay for like trading cards, low key. But I've seen a lot of people be sponsored by Whatnot. I don't know what it is, but I've never used it.
Unless they are going to sponsor us, in which case I love that app.
Yeah, well, I would use that app if they would. Whoa! Don't knock the king down.
Oof.
For you at home that don't know, when you lose or when you surrender, when you're in checkmate, you knock over your king.
Yeah, you go like this.
Yeah. So he did that unintentionally.
Right.
So
I don't know if that was the right time to castle. I'm just kind of making moves here.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. It do be what it do. Huh. Boom, bam, bop, bow, boom, skip bop, bow. Wow. I mean, there's...
Oh. I see the problem there.
Haha, sneaky.
Dang it.
Yeah. I would have taken it, but I would have felt, that would have been cheap because you've just been tired losing your queen like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a free pawn, so I will take it. There was no disadvantage in me taking it.
Right.
So I took it.
I haven't looked at that, but I was like, oh, I'll just take it with my queen.
Yeah. Honestly, bishops hiding in the corner are probably one of the sneakiest things in chess.
Absolutely.
So, do you know anything about the naming of pieces?
No, I do not.
No, I don't either. I was just like, I think I looked it up at one point. We
Mm.
could look it up later, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, castle. It looks like a castle.
Mm-hmm.
Some people also call it the rook.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have,
I think it's more called the rook in a castle right now these days.
yeah, castle or rook. And then the knight, which is, or horse, but I think more properly called the knight. Wonder if this is focused or it autofocuses, right?
Yeah, it should.
And then this piece here is called the bishop. So more of a liturgical piece. But yeah, I mean, like, no, but actually it's like, it's weird to have you got all these like war pieces and then part of it is like a priest,
Right.
And then this would be the queen. It's the most powerful piece. Shout out to you, queens.
Mm-hmm.
Darn, I kind of forgot where this was. It was here, right?
What? Your queen?
Yeah.
No.
Where was it?
Over one.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense. And then this is the king.
Most important piece.
Gotta protect him. Yeah. Protected by his queen. Shout out. And then all these little pieces are the pawns. Just a pawn in the game.
Game of life.
Yep. There's actually a couple special moves pawns can do. On their first move, they can go double. And actually, have you seen, like, they can double and take a piece?
I've not seen that.
If you haven't moved your piece yet, and somehow your opponent's pawn comes all the way down to the end, you can, like, take that piece and take your second move.
I mean, I know about en passant, but I don't think you can do a second move.
Not like a second move, but, like, you can move up, advance 2 squares, I think.
I don't think so. If you're here,
Yeah.
you're saying this piece can take that and move one?
Right. Because it's his first move.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I mean, it's not common. It doesn't happen very often.
Okay. En passant is where, like, if I have this piece here and he I guess it's more here, and he moves here, he is taking my right to get him here. So it's called an en passant, where you take behind like that.
The chocolate croissant. There's also so many funny...
I feel like I would have heard of that,
Maybe.
I don't know.
There's something like that. There's some weird pawn move. If you haven't moved it, you can do something. I thought that's what it was.
Okay. What were you going to say?
No, there's so many funny names in chess. Specifically, like, different openings and stuff that are like different terms from different regions, like the Sicilian defense or like the British opening. There's like and there's so many of them.
Yeah.
You could probably just like pick any culture or region and say opening after it, and it'll probably be something that exists in chess.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
The
now
Bolognese double.
I have no idea what to do now.
I can tell. You have your clock has expired probably 3 times over.
Yeah.
I've been taking it one move at a time, if I'm being honest. I have not been looking ahead. I just have kind of been doing whatever seems best in the next 1 to 2 moves. Trying to protect where possible.
I guess I'm going to do... I'll do this.
Yeah. That is your right. That is your correct. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum.
I guess I could have...
Well, it gives me a free knight, though.
That's true, it does.
Now you're horseless.
I am horseless.
Where doth your horses?
That's what I should have done on the last.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my center control is just taking over, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just... It kind of weakens my bishop, but if I advance that pawn, it protects, and then that's just some dominant center control. Probably what I should do is that. Because then it gives me one extra move on that square, which you have 2 moves on that square. I would have 3, but then you could you could move your rook over, and then you would also have 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's not a bad move. Boom. 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 You can move out of it. 1, 2. See, I'm tempted to just sacrifice, but I don't like the games when you get down and it's like 3 pieces left, and then you're just making moves just to like make moves. I like a pinning mate. I'll play games like my dad taught me how to play chess, and we would just trade pieces all the time. And then we would get to the point where it's like 3 pawns versus 2 pawns.
Yeah.
And it just takes forever. You know what I mean?
I'm more of a fan of that.
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
when there's so many pieces on the board to have to think about.
Yeah. I mean, but it's something so satisfying about just like working it in the right way. Like, I love being up pieces, but I love even more just having a beautiful position and just pinning them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm never the guy who's the one who's doing the pinning.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's getting
You're just
pinned.
running away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And losing.
Yeah.
In those situations.
Fair.
I just try to stay even and trade as much as I can and then get to end game. As you can see, I have not done a great job of that so far.
That would be really bad if you did that. I was going to say, I was thinking about advancing my knight to put pressure on your rook, but then you would take queen, I would take queen, and then you could move rook. But I was like, that wouldn't be a bad trade. I mean, it'd be pretty even. But then I was like, if I move knight and you put your queen here, that puts me in a world of hurt. That's just like really good position for you. It puts my rook in some scandal.
Yep.
So I don't think I'll do that. I think I will just advance pieces. We'll see how it plays from here.
Yep.
Oh, man.
This is a great episode.
I know. Well, I mean, I'm enjoying it so
no,
far.
yeah. I mean,
I'm like giving
I
away
really like the
all my
conversation
strategy
that we've talked about so
yeah,
far.
yeah. Me too. So, but I feel like I'm like telling everything I'm thinking on the chess match, which typically you wouldn't want to do.
Right.
But I'm trying to walk the audience through it. So
Yeah.
you're also in my head now too, because I'm telling you about it. Tell me what you're thinking about doing. Well, you
I did earlier
about just going to endgame.
Yeah. But
yeah.
like I was saying, my thoughts on the moves earlier too.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. That's what I would really like, honestly. But we probably won't get there. We'll see.
This is interesting.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, I was worried about now you have 3 points. It's 3-on-3, but...
Well, I mean, yeah, but one of yours is a pawn.
Yeah. But
so
it's still
after that exchange, you'd be up.
Yeah, but
even more.
You get to make the first move. You know? So you could go, like, bishop takes pawn, or bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop, then you can decide to do what to do from there. The other thing is you would also have check in at least one of those positions. So I would have to do something about that, maybe. But I probably would love to just not get in that situation. So I'll probably try and put some pressure on some other pieces to stop that from happening. Either that or it just begins a ton of trading. Because I was like, if I put pressure on that bishop, then you're incentivized to start the trading. I could move this pawn up and put pressure on that bishop, but that's like not even involved. So you could just move it out and delay it. And it doesn't really help me with any development except maybe gives a little bit more life to this bishop. I don't know. This is a tough one. I like the center control, but I don't know if I'll have it for too much longer. Is there a way to do that? Yeah. You had mentioned earlier that we could talk about grandparents for a little bit, so I would love to. I really like the idea of like houses that are, what is it called? What is this house called? Like when it's
in-law
attached?
quarters.
Yeah, in-law quarters.
Yeah.
I really love the idea of in-law quarters.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the beauty of different cultures a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that I really love from like a lot of different parts of the world that put a stronger emphasis on taking care of your elders and of your specifically like your kin. And I think that's a really beautiful thing, and something I would hope to be able to do for my parents or for McKenna's parents one day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so this is my grandma's house, or in-law quarters on our house. I'll put in somebody will, one of us will put in the B-roll now of some of the cool places or just like, her house. Currently, she is on a cruise, a quilting cruise.
What?
Yeah.
That's
She's
crazy.
Like specifically on it to quilt a bunch. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We have some footage of 2 of her quilts here right now. And yeah, you guys will get to see those.
That's so odd because you could literally, quilting community, let me know. But you could literally quilt like in like a cardboard box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which she does.
Yeah.
She quilts all the time.
Right. You can quilt literally anywhere. So why would you have to go on a cruise? I don't know.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's just for fun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You don't have to. But I'm just saying, like, is there like a thing? Like, is there like, oh, I would love to just like quilt like in this very picturesque place.
I think it's more like they enjoy just the like I think, well, they obviously enjoy doing it together. And so you're going to like a place where more people are doing it all together. And it's like, I don't think that the entire cruise is quilting. It's more like there's quilting happening on this cruise.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. And like,
you can't force everyone to quilt.
Well, yeah, but like they can do a Disney cruise and everybody's...
That's called forced labor.
Yeah. You can do a Disney cruise and everybody's there. Like everybody at some point is Disneying.
Yeah.
Whereas like this cruise, it's like quilting is happening on the cruise ship in this one area.
Like there's also bingo there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like it's more like they quilt, like they have a quilt teacher or somebody who like brings them like an interesting design, or like I think it's supposed to expand your quilting horizons a bit. But
you could do that at the library is what I'm saying. It's just really cool and sounds semi-expensive to be doing it on a cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But to be fair, I'm sure they have excursions where they get off, and that's kind of the point of cruises.
Yeah.
There is a lot of sitting on a boat, and if you enjoy quilting, more power to you.
Yeah. Yeah. She definitely does enjoy quilting, so I have an interesting move here.
Sure.
My phone ringing. Um. I'm just trying to figure out if it's silly or not.
Yeah. While you're thinking, I made me think of a great kiss, marry Jim Henson.
Okay.
Quilting, knitting, crocheting.
Those are all the same thing to me.
Whoa.
I know they're not.
Whoa.
I know that they're all different.
Whoa. I wonder if that picks up on the mic at all.
It definitely does.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to do things more like,
Yeah.
like that more.
Yeah. It's funny that you still make the like
Yeah,
even though like you should just do the
Doppler bit.
Yeah.
Tell me if the first one or the second one was better. Probably the first one because you get double effect.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. I'm going to look up the difference because quilting is different to me. Crocheting and knitting, I think they are different, but I don't quite understand the difference, but I would love to learn. So we're going to learn right now. Because like quilting, you're stitching several pieces of fabric together, and typically you're making a quilt or like a blanket-esque. And I think I typed in knitting versus knitting in my Google search. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to be reading from the OWL overview, as we'd like to call it, the AI overview. Knitting uses 2 needles to create a thin, stretchy, draped fabric from one continuous thread, while crochet uses a single hook to create a denser, thicker, and more structured fabric, typically with more yarn. Crochet is generally faster to learn and work with, making it good for 3D objects and textured stitches, whereas knitting provides a greater variety of stitch patterns and a flatter, more comfortable garment. The choice depends on the desired fabric properties, project type, and personal preference for the tools and technique. Did you get that?
I mean, even if you tell me what it is right now, I have no experience with any of these things, so it's not really going to change my non-knowledge of any of it, you know?
Right. Well, yeah. Well, crocheting, I mean, you ever seen like little crocheted like animals and things like that? Like they said, it can be more 3D.
Sure.
It's usually like thicker, and it's just like, I think, one hook. And so they say it's like it's technically simpler.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me,
I guess we could say, like,
yeah.
I do know what the result of all of these things.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what we can go for. Obviously, we haven't experienced them.
Yeah.
I haven't knitted or crocheted. Or
I would assume that this answer would be very different for people who actually have done all 3 of these things.
Right. Can you text your grandma? I mean, she'd probably marry quilting because she quilts so often.
I mean, she's not going to respond to me.
Not now, but we could put it in the edit. Just her text response back.
Sure. What is it? What are the 3?
Quilting, knitting, crocheting. So Braden did text his grandma then, and we got a response. And no surprise, she said that quilting gets a 10 out of 10. Didn't necessarily do the Kiss Mary Jim Henson format, but that's okay. Crocheting only gets a 2 and knitting a 1, so not very fond of the other 2. Thank you to Braden's grandma. She actually went above and beyond and asked a bunch of her friends also on the quilting cruise. And no surprise, quilting got the clean sweep. But yeah, and then crocheting and knitting were kind of just following behind. So thank you to Braden's grandma. And now back to this episode. Thanks for tuning in. I will say, for me, based on that description, it says like crocheting is easier to like learn and a little bit easier to do, but it's like less refined and it's like almost kind of bulkier. Where like knitting seems almost like harder, like to like learn and to like get proficient at, but like yields like a nicer product. And this kind of reminds me, it makes me think of like snowboarding versus skiing. Because I think snowboarding is hard to when you're starting out. It's like you're on your butt a lot, and yeah, it's like when you're the first day out on the snow, it's like, yeah, you're going to struggle a whole lot, especially if you haven't skateboarded or done anything like that. Ripsticked, that's helpful for snowboarding. And so, but like once you get like the hang of it, it's like easy enough, and you can go down like pretty much any hill, even if it's like a black diamond or whatever. You can like kind of figure it out with like once you get all the basics down. But with skiing, I feel like that first day, it's like pretty easy. You can do the bunny slope. You can do whatever. I mean, you're standing on your 2 feet. You got the poles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then it gets really hard. Like to be proficient and to like do any of the harder hills, harder slopes, like it takes a lot of time, a lot of practice. Like trying to do moguls or something like that on skis, really tough. When I grew up, I skied when I was young with my dad because he skied. And then my brother he snowboarded when he was young. And then when I got older, I thought that was cooler than skiing. So then I started snowboarding. I haven't done either in a while, but I'd love to get back to it. So that's my take on that. And so based on that, I think...
Hold on.
Yeah. So I think based on that kind of concept, and I'm going to be honest, as much as I like quilting, I don't know, piecing together all the different fabrics and things like that, and also like I think quilts are very pretty, but I don't really love like a quilted blanket to sleep with or anything. So I am going to Jim Henson the quilts. Unfortunately, sorry to your grandma. And her whole cruise. But so, and then from there, it's like crocheting or knitting. And I think if I'm going to marry something, you know, if I want to be dedicated to it, I think it's going to want to be the skiing option. The one where it's like you put more effort in, but you get a better product out at the end, you know? It's like with our house, like I want to put all of the work into this like dusty old shack and turn it into like the shiny gem that it is. I want to put the extra work into it. So I think I'm going to marry knitting. And then I think I'm going to kiss crocheting because I've seen the little kits where you can make like a sloth or like a octopus, and that looks really fun. So I feel like that would be a great kiss every so often. And it's the only one that's like 3D, which I think is a fun kiss as well. You know?
Yeah.
And that's my take on it.
Okay. I'm going to do this move. I haven't figured out fully if it's a good one or not yet.
Go for it.
But it's interesting, so I'm going to do it.
Okay.
And I will now talk for a bit while you think about that. And I personally, I never like thought that quilts were all that cool, like looking at them. But once my grandma started doing it and I actually like looked at them more, they are so cool. Like all of the patterns are so intricate and like awesome. I love looking at them. They're so pretty. They're just like beautiful. And like I don't think I really appreciated them enough as a young man, but I am appreciating them more, and which makes me love them. I'm marrying quilting. I think it's very cool.
All right.
Now my sister crochets a lot, and so some of the stuff that she has made is like kind of cool. Also, I see those like Woobles ads for that on Instagram a lot, where they have like Lord of the Rings like crocheting things, which I think is really cool, where that you can like crochet your own little stuffed animals, which I think is really cool, to be like Lord of the Rings stuff. So yeah, I like it. I'm going to kiss crocheting, and I just have no experience with knitting. I don't see it that often, so I'm, Jim Hensoning, knitting for
Fair
me.
enough.
What do you think of this move?
Yeah, no, I like it. My first instinct was, oh man, there's got to be some trades going on.
Mm-hmm.
Then my second thing was, oh, he totally missed this. I'm totally just going to take the bishop, and then he takes queen, and then boom, I'm up a bishop. But then I'm like, oh, wait, you have your bishop there. So I take bishop, you take with your bishop, and then I'm suddenly out of queen.
Yep.
Which would be very unfortunate. So I'm not doing that. That's for sure.
And I can't choose the wine in front of you.
Yeah. Clearly, I cannot choose the wine in front of you.
Yep.
Yeah, this piece was something that was doing nothing within the battle for that spot that the knight is on. So it's interesting that it's in play. I like that it's in play. I'm tempted to disregard it because it wasn't really doing anything for me then. If you want to swap bishops down there, you could. But I don't know if I'll disregard it. I'm still deciding. Yeah. There's a lot of moving pieces to that one play. I feel like this middle game is probably the most complex to me. It's like something that I feel like it's hard to study. But yeah, the battle portion of chess.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of gambits and whatnot.
I will say that's the part that I'm bad at Go as well. Is I don't like the little battles. I like having like big areas of what they call influence, where it's like you have a big wall right here, and like it's like the sense that you own that area. But I mean the little battles is what wins you the big battle. So that's just something I will come in time. So it's funny, I think for Go, me and Asher his dad plays Go and is really good. And I always say that like he's my boss battle. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh man, I know. And your king is just in like such a good spot for like a pin, but there's just a missing ingredient for me to get there. And that is just so unfortunate. That would be a very interesting take. Oh, but then I couldn't take it with that. Oh, brother. Why can't I take it with my bishop? Is there any reason? Because you have the check on the king, maybe? I mean, I can defend that. I don't know why I wouldn't just take it with my bishop. Why am I overthinking this? Oh, because you take my queen then. That's why.
Yeah.
Aha. I can protect the queen. I could do that. Or I could just get out of dodge. Ooh. That's a sneaky little option. I think that's what I'll do. Oh. No, I can't do that. Clearly, I cannot take the glass in front of you. I almost moved my knight right here.
Yeah.
To put your queen in...
on attack? Or getting attacked?
Yeah. But then you would just take my queen, which I could then, in turn, take your queen. But... I don't know. I don't like the queenless games. Yeah.
If your knight was here, how would you take my queen if I took your queen?
Oh, I was assuming you were going to take with the bishop. But yeah, no, you're right. All right. I'm just going to play defensive. I want to see what you were scheming up.
Okay.
That gives me more leeway in the future. Yes.
I was thinking about something, and then that plan kind of got I hadn't thought about it fully enough yet, but now that I've thought about it more, it's not really gonna work.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of fine with how that played out, though.
Yeah. Speaking of grandparents.
Yeah, actually, speaking of grandparents, my grandpa, the one that was married to the house that we're in,
Yeah.
it was the one who taught me chess.
Oh,
At
that's
least
cool.
how all the moves worked. He
Yeah.
died when I was 9, so I don't really have a lot of I don't feel like I really knew him all that well, like you were saying earlier. I just have kind of memories of him. Everybody that I know that knew him said he was really cool, and that makes me sad that I never got to know him because everyone always talks about how awesome he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember him teaching me the moves of how to play chess, and him letting me win.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had talked about when we were fishing that he had taught you how to fish too. So
Yeah.
sounds like a stud.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my grandpa too also passed when I was pretty young from cancer. What a bugger, that cancer thing. So yeah, and same thing. It's odd to remember them, but you never really knew them.
Right.
Just different memories of things that he would used to do or the crosswords that he would do and things like that. And yeah. And then unfortunately, lost my grandma on that side. Well, not a little ways after, but she's just slowly kind of deteriorated to dementia. And that's also quite a bugger, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just, it's hard to see, just people deteriorating, and it's frustrating for them as well to not be able to care for themselves as they once did. And it's interesting. We talk about supporting our parents or supporting elders when they get old. It's you kind of regress back to a more helpless state.
Yeah.
And that's got to be so frustrating because our whole lives we've garnered more and more independence, and there will be a day when our bones are a little achier or our bones are a little creakier, our muscles are a little achier, and we become forgetful or whatever, and then we become less independent, which yeah, that'll be a tough day. So
I
see something you should have done?
Yeah, I should have done something else first.
Yeah, you're kind of stacking up on that. I don't know if that. I don't see where that move would help you necessarily.
So it's not going to work now. So
Yeah.
I'll just tell you. Basically, I was thinking, if I take this and you take this, I have checkmate in one. But if I take this, you can just take with that, and then it's not a problem. If I were to do this, and then depending on what you would do after that, if I take this piece, you can't take that, or I guess you would probably take back. As I would assume you would take back.
Well, not if it's protected.
Well,
oh. Either way.
Yeah. If I take your bishop here, I would assume you take back with your king just to complete the trade, and you don't want to be down pieces. But then I would put you in check here, and you can't take with the knight because I have the rook here.
Right.
So what I should have done first was
take the pawn.
Well,
or
if I take the pawn, because I was here before I made this move.
Yeah.
So if I take the pawn, you can just take with the bishop.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what I should have done is just done the bishop trade. Just to do that, because
right.
If I do anything other than that, that's just a free bishop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of annoying.
Right. Yeah, now that it's a free bishop.
Yeah.
Because you've lost the queen leverage that you had on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Especially now that we can't even do the queen trade after that because I moved it.
Right. Yeah. Hanging on to your queen. Yeah, that would have been interesting too. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, just give you a quick rundown on my grandparents. My other grandpa, died when he died in 2020, so I was like January 2020, so I was 17. So I knew him pretty well. He was pretty cool. He was slightly grouchy sometimes, which was like, is what it is. But like, I wouldn't say grouchy. He was just like pretty even keeled and like, so he kind of seemed grouchy sometimes when he really wasn't. But he was pretty cool. He rode bike a lot of bike riding, bicycle, not motorcycle. So that's how I got into riding bicycle, which I did a bunch this summer up at camp. I rode my bicycle around at camp, which was fun. But yeah. I have both my grandmas still, which is cool. They are both pretty chill. Like I said, one of them's quilting on a cruise right now. Yeah.
That's funny.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in here.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember in elementary school, I used to be like, because like I mentioned, my grandpa died when I was younger. And on the other side of my family, my grandpa remarried. So I used to like telling people, yeah, I got 3 grandmas and 1 grandpa. And people be like, what? And they'd be like, your grandma's a gay? And I was like, no, silly goose. But anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. It was funny. I was on the phone with my grandma and grandpa. This was a little while ago. This is after me and McKenna got engaged, and talking about another misconception of my grandparents. We were talking with them, and we were saying, "Hey, we're engaged." And they're like, "Oh, congrats!" And we're like, "Yeah." And we were telling them the story about the water tower, everything. You've heard it here on the podcast.
You have,
or you just know because you know us. And they were like, "Oh, that's so sweet. Like, good luck, you guys." And then we're like, "Yeah, like, hey, I've never really heard your guys' like story, like your engagement story. You should tell us that, whatever." And it was just funny. They were talking to us about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, not necessarily how I would want it done, and this and that, but like, your grandpa, and like, we're just kind of different people, me and him, like personality wise." And she's like, "And like, she's like, he's like, well, I'm chocolate and he's white." And McKenna was like, "Nolan, is your grandma black?" Because she had never met her, and I was like, "No." But it's just a funny way to say like I think she was trying to say like, she's chocolate, he's vanilla,
Yeah,
she's
sure.
black, he's white, like
Yeah.
just different in personality.
Yeah.
And just saying like, I'm chocolate and he's white is really funny.
That is
and
really
also
funny.
just like her being like, your grandma's black? Like, no.
No.
But
I am going to.
what are you gonna do?
take this
Don't do it.
knight.
Don't do it. Come on, man. Why'd you do it? Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if I really saw that coming necessarily. It's not necessarily bad for me. I think I'm going to preserve the queen trade, and I'm going to procure a bishop trade at the moment. So I'm going to take this fella.
Okay. I will
That might have been silly for me. I don't know.
take back.
Yeah, that's probably the right move there. I think that was kind of silly on my end. I mean, it'll end up being an even trade if I take. But that was not the ideal plan for me. Because I don't win anything by that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there probably was a scenario where I could have made out better.
I also feel that way.
So I think I'm going to...
Can't.
Oh, right. I can't do that. Yeah, you're right. All right. I think I got to get the... my rooks more involved. I think I'm going to castle this side.
I don't think you can do that because this bishop is in.
Yeah, in the line of my... It doesn't move my king through check. It moves my rook through. You can't move it at all? I thought it was just...
I always understood that if there was anything looking at anything in between, that it didn't work.
I don't have to do that.
But I could be wrong about that. I've recently come to know that my
That was on that square, yeah.
thoughts of
Right.
castling is not.
You don't even know the the double jump.
Right.
All right, that's fun.
I don't know. You could be right about that. I don't know. That's just how I always have understood it.
Yeah.
And we could look it up right now.
No, that's fine. I wasn't like in love with that move. I mean, it put more pressure on your put a little bit more pressure on that piece, but
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
And castle the other side.
I know I could, but doesn't get my piece as involved as I'd like it to be.
Right.
But yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea. There's no real great piece development. I mean, the nice thing for me is everything is pretty protected. It's like obviously I got to protect the check, or like the checkmate. So I would have to at least move a rook up to the B row or whichever one. I guess it would start from here. So whatever letter that would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, that still might be numbers. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know, every square on the board has a number letter association.
Yes.
I believe starting on the white side, it's probably 1 and A, and then or it might start on that side. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is A1.
Great sauce.
Yeah. E. Yeah, because E5 I think is a pretty common first move, or D5.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that'd be 4.
Man.
E4 and D4.
Yeah.
Then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Yeah. It's not a bad move. I mean, it's pretty protected. I might just... Well, no, but if I castle this side, then that's a free piece.
It is.
Trying to get me to do that. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
You
hey,
can
hey, hey,
castle.
hey, 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 hey,
It does
hey.
prevent the checkmate.
Yeah.
That explanation that the king doesn't move through check at all makes sense to me. Why you'd be able to castle like that.
Yeah. Maybe I will look it up. I think that's like probably my best move if I can do it.
I would agree.
We should have came up with more topics, especially if we knew it was going to be an episode where we're focused on something else.
Right.
Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Let me look on my notes.
Sure.
Great preparation here from us. We'll cut this part.
What do I just look up? Castling rules?
Yeah.
To castle in chess, you move your king 2 squares toward one of your rooks, then place the rook on the square the sitting is crossed. However, you can only castle if your king and the chosen rook have not moved from their starting positions. All spaces between them are empty, and the king is not in or moving through a square that is under enemy attack.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
It's legal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, whoa. I did it too. These pieces are, they're a little bit light.
They're very light.
So it's easy to knock over your king.
Yeah. That is one unfortunate thing about them.
I will say not a great move.
Yeah. I have 2 thoughts here.
Yeah. Which are?
One thought is this bishop is still kind of free-ish.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I have another check over here with my queen. Which would be cool. Very powerful check, I would say.
Yeah, no, that's a nice check.
Powerful. There's power, wonder working power in the blood. I think I am going to do that one.
Yeah, that's very nice. I mean, I only got one move
Yeah,
here.
you have a force. Oh, actually?
Oh, no. Yeah, that's covered.
Whoa.
Oh. Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy that we just almost missed checkmate.
Yeah.
Like that. All right. Fair enough.
That checkmate kind of snuck up on me, but
it did.
It is pretty nice.
Yeah.
For those of you who aren't catching that, the queen is attacking the king. It is covering the white squares of the bishop here, covering the black squares, so he can't move to the right there. And yeah.
Yeah, I literally moved right into it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's an L for me. But you know what? Definitely not my best chess played.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I feel like we both had silly moves in there.
Quite a few blunders, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be fun to put that game into a chess analysis and like see how we screwed up.
Yeah. That's true.
Should we hit Cereal Bowl and get out of here?
Yeah, we could. Do we want to set up the Scholar's Mate real quick?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
While we're on the mode of chess, you know what? I'm actually happy with that. That was a solid game of very mediocre chess, but it went quick enough. You know? Any longer.
It was very interesting. Like, we had like a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Yeah.
In there.
So. And in the end,
some of you guys are gonna love this episode. Some of you are gonna skip this one.
Well, there was enough decent conversation within there. I think we got pretty deep too. We talked about having some deep conversations. So.
I really like that conversation at the beginning about being good at things. That's something that I've thought about a lot in my life.
Yeah. Muppets, you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to, and you can be better at a lot of things. Well, that sounded like be better, Muppets.
Yeah.
But no, like practice and dedication. Put your mind to it, and the world's your oyster.
The world is your oyster.
And you can take it by the sword.
So, should we do the
Shout
Fools?
out to episode 4 or something.
Yeah. Should we do the Fool's Mate first?
Sure.
I forget how that one goes, kind of. Oh, no, I remember.
I don't remember that one.
So, basically, I move this. You move that.
Which is a silly move. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a common opening.
Right. Wait, no. I think it has to be done to me. I move this here. You move that. I move this. And then you move that.
Yep. And that is the worst way to be checkmated.
Yeah, in 2 moves. A move in chess is considered after both players have taken. Actually, I guess that's 2 turns.
Right. Yeah.
4 moves.
4 moves, 2 turns. Sure.
Scholar's Mate is common opening of E4, followed by E5, which is pretty standard. Then you can kind of do this a couple different ways. But basically, the bishop has to be looking at this square. And it must not be blocked by any pawns or whatnot. So that is a pretty, that's not an egregious opening from black. Except now I'm threatening checkmate here, because if black does anything other than moving the pawn there or blocking with the knight or anything like that, I could also move the queen here, which would make this block be like, oh, I'm going to attack the queen with my knight. But then I have this, which is checkmate, because you can't move the king out of being attacked by the queen, and you can't take this queen with anything. The bishop only moves that way. You can't take it with the king because the bishop is covering it. And yeah, so there's plenty of ways to get scholars mated. I'm sure there's probably a specific set of moves there that is the scholar's mate, but I always look at scholar's mate as just having that setup where it's early on in the game and you get that queen onto in that setup. What would you?
Yeah, no, it's that. It's 4 moves for white.
Yeah.
It's moving the pawn out.
And it can look different, but that's what the result is.
Right. That's the most traditional.
Yeah.
I would say. So yeah, and I think it's funny, the best person to scholar's mate is someone that's just learned chess but hasn't learned the scholar's mate.
Right. And because they could defend against it as well without even trying it.
Yeah.
Trying to defend.
You could just start moving pieces here, and you can't scholars mate somebody.
Yeah, and as soon as you do that, it's yeah.
Right.
Because, yeah. Right.
Yeah, there's other ways to mate him from there.
Right.
You could just move this out, and then you could just
do that.
You
but that would be blocked then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you get the idea.
There's ways it could happen.
Right.
Well, if they move that piece up or something.
Sure.
I don't know, but yeah, there's quick mates that could happen that way. But yeah.
Scholars Mate is fun.
So,
like I said, there was a time where I played against a friend at camp who had no idea what they were doing, and I just kept doing that same opening of You put this here. You go bam, and then you go bam, and then you go bam. And as soon as you do that, you're threatening this or this, you know.
Right. We talked a lot about like positional power, and a lot of chess comes down to like a certain square, at least during times of the game, that there's a lot of stress put on. We were talking about that knight in the middle that had a lot of stress put on it. It was kind of a key piece. It ended up diffusing pretty quick without a ton of trading, and probably just a couple blunders that led to a quick end. But hey, it's about that time of night, so it's going on 1 a.m. And
is it? I haven't looked at the time.
We are committed to you, Muppets, but only so much.
Okay.
This week's tongue twister brought to you by nobody.
Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers. We should do it like half and half.
Yeah.
Learn it half and half. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Jumbles doesn't even feel like a real word.
Yeah. Juggles
jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
So it's ols, ols, ers. Jim Henson
juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers. Jumpers.
Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers. Nice.
Yeah, that felt good.
Joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
Joyfully jostling just washed jackets. You said jostling on that.
Yeah.
Joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
I feel like I don't enunciate well to begin with.
Yeah.
So doing these sucks. Joyfully jostling just washed jackets. Joyfully jostling just watched jackets.
You ever notice like when people talk in unison, their voices change completely?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even when we're doing like the NFL picks,
yeah.
like all of a sudden we're like Jaguars,
Jets.
Yeah. But when the more people, the worse your voice gets too. Like, you know, when you ever read things like as a group or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's classic.
Oh yep. We're getting congregation voice on this right now.
We are.
All right. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Jumpers.
This feels like two complete different sentences.
Yeah,
We're going to have to piece these together at some point.
Yeah. Joyfully jostling just watch jackets.
Yeah. That feels easier.
Yeah. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers. Joyfully jostling just washed jackets. I feel like we need to enunciate that. Just washed jackets.
Just washed jackets.
Just washed jackets.
This jacket just washed.
Jim Henson juggles.
Yeah.
Jim Henson juggles jumbles.
Oh, I forgot about jumbo.
Jumbles.
Jim Henson juggles jumbo
juggles.
Jumbles.
I mean, you can think about it like
jumbo jumbles.
Jim Henson juggles
jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Jumpers.
Oh, it is jumpers.
It's jumpers.
Yeah. We can't get like the
Yeah.
flaky pie crust people. We can't do it.
Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles
of jumpers.
Joyfully watch
jackets.
Joyfully jostling
just washed jackets. Joyfully jostling.
Jim Henson juggles
jumbo no.
Jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Yeah, exactly. He does wash jumpers, but just jumbo jumbles of them.
Yeah. Jim Henson juggles
just wash jostles. Jim Henson juggles jumbles.
Jumbo jumbles.
Oh, jumbo jumbles.
Yes,
of
jumpers.
Jackets.
Joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
Yeah, he does joyfully do that.
I feel like I got this.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers. joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
All right, let me try.
I don't want to listen to you mess. I don't want to listen to you mess it up. It's gonna mess me up.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. God.
Jim Henson washes his laundry. No, I'm just kidding. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumpers. No, Jim Henson juggles jumbo jostles. Jim Henson.
Jim Henson.
Scott Hansen.
Yeah.
Freefully no. Oh man. Oh. Now I can go over to Scott Hansen. Jim Henson juggles jumbles. No. Juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
Joyfully jostling just watch jackets.
Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers, joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
Jim Henson just washed 5 jackets. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really going to mess myself up making these jokes. I got to get the first word. Jim Henson juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers, joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
Yeah, nice.
Oh man, that was a struggle there though.
Yeah,
it's oh man.
Ready? I think
juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's.
Yeah.
So, we, due to this recording and whatever, we are going to be skipping Cereal Bowl this week. It'll be coming back with the final round of round 2 next week, and then we'll be getting into round 3, the final 4, which will be really exciting.
Going to be getting crazy.
It's going to be awesome. But for episode 17, that's going to be it.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
See you guys later. Love
Do your
you.
laundry, just like Jim Henson, who
juggles
juggles jumbo jumbles of jumpers, joyfully jostling just washed jackets.
Love it.